Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to VRML 2. And man, we have a couple games. I'm so excited. Thanks for coming and taking the time. The first one is Request against Kadmon, and that's certainly going to be a tough one. These two teams have met twice before, and Kadmon has absolutely destroyed last time. But the previous time, Request has won, so both these teams have won this matchup. So it's going to be a bit of a grudge match, I think. I'm your host, Luke. I'm over here from the voice from the Great White North. For me, it's only 7 a.m. But thanks for hello to all of you in chat from the land down under and everywhere else in the world. If there are any EU players joining, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch and enjoy this game we all know and love, Echo Arena. It's certainly not as much fun without you, so we definitely appreciate you being here. We are just waiting for one of the teams to join the server, but I just wanted to pop in and say hello. Go Not James, heck yeah, Not James on Team Kadmon. So certainly a good look, but we are just waiting on these teams. Hopefully they do start soon. But right after this one, we have another game, Request against Cybernetics. So make sure you don't go too far away, as that's certainly going to be a good one. But man, let me know in chat. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to take it? Do you think Kadmon's going to take it? Do you think Request is going to take it? I am very curious to hear, because I've seen these teams play before, and I think either way it could go either way. But that's maybe not right. What do you guys think? Synth Cybernetics. I'm just gonna update the stream title. Up to the Kadmon. Let's go Kadmon. All right, all right, all right. Some Kadmon fans in the chat. Any Request fans? Anybody think they can beat them, or is it just Kadmon all the way? I'm very curious. Some Cybernetics. How do I spell netics? Natics? Yeah. All right, perfect. So the title should be updated if you refresh your page. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for all these OCE games. You know, make sure you guys check out the finals, as you guys don't have a Challenger Cup, because there's just not enough people. But hopefully, it does change sooner rather than later, as I did get a chance to talk to both these team leaders. And on the side of Request, you know, his former team disbanded, but he thought he'd, you know, try to do better, and you know, here we go. So I'm excited to see what he can do. And on the flip side, on Kadmon, did I get a chance to talk to him? Who did I talk to on Kadmon? Maybe I didn't get a quote from Kadmon. Hold on, let's see. I think I did. The quote I got from Anthrax on the side of Kadmon was saying, "Well, the team performed well against Request before, but in Echo anything can happen, so we can only do what we can do to try and win." And I think that is so true. I definitely think that, you know, it's anyone's games here, but I'm excited that both these teams are coming in so level-headed. But I just don't know where they are. I don't know where one team is. So if we don't have any teams here in the next 5 minutes, then I'm just going to close the stream and wait for the next one, as we don't want to start too late. But I do hope that they do show up here shortly, because it'd be great to play with them. Great to play and watch some games. But while we wait, I'm just going to talk about some league stuff. So on the 15th and 16th is the final, so all you OCE folk, make sure you are there. Put it in your calendars. We're trying to break 1,000 concurrent viewers on the NAEU and OCE streams. And that's only possible if all you show up. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your mom. We appreciate it. It certainly will be a lot of fun. On the flip side, we also want to shout out to all the VRML mods. Wouldn't be possible without them. NAOCE and EU mods. We certainly appreciate you taking the time out of their time, you know, to help moderate this amazing community, VRML. And it just, you know, huge shout out to them for making it all possible. Also, to our sponsors. Our sponsors are so great. They make this possible monetarily, and those are Pro2 VR, Asterion Products, Fixed Gaming, VR Cover, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, and VRWare.net. So huge shout out to all our sponsors for making it possible. And finally, last but certainly not least, thanks for all of you. Thanks for taking the time out of your day or morning or afternoon or wherever you are, you know, to support and know this game we all know and love, Echo Arena. If you are just joining us, this game is 2 OCE teams, Request against Kadmon, and then Request against Synth Cybernetics. And I certainly do hope Request does show up, because they do have a back-to-back, but they aren't here yet. So that's always a little bit worrying. Hopefully they do come here shortly, as I would love to see them and, you know, see their gameplay. I want to see a good game here. But if they don't show up, then I can't see a good game. So I really hope they do. We are just waiting here. But yeah. So I'm going to go to a quick intermission. I just wanted to come say hello. Say we are alive, and we are just waiting on one team. And I will see you on the flip side. So let me know, or I'll let you know if there are any updates. But otherwise, enjoy the ad.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
All right. Welcome back. That did not take long. They have joined the server, so we are here and almost ready to go. So we are going to start Kadmon against Request. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I'm going to go ping the teams to ready up right now, as I do want to get this game going. But here we go. These teams, both silver and bronze in the OCE division. Sorry, both bronze. Request against Kadmon. I was looking at the next game. But the winner of this game could definitely maybe go up a few points, so that's exciting. Request is coming off of a loss to Kadmon. They last played on the 25th, and they did lose. On the flip side, we do have Request also coming off a loss. Sorry, Kadmon coming off a win because they just played Request. So that's always a good choice. But here we go. Some round one gameplay. The teams are on the right sides. Heck yeah. And here we go. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you think is going to take this match. I got two people saying Kadmon earlier, but what do you say now? Does anything change? Maybe not. But here we go. This is the game. OCE division. Bronze. Who's going to break in? 20 against 17. So you always love to see it. Here we go. All right, it's going to be a Joust advantage. Won by Kadmon. All the way downfield, bouncing high. Out of the bubble, though. No one is there. Only Kadmon have 3. They had 4 a second ago, so I don't know what happened there, but I guess so. They do only have 3 for now. As it is going to get picked up by 7-Eleven Destroyer. Going low. Across to Plymouth. Plymouth, low. Going for the shot, but no, he's going to hit the post. You hate to see it, as it does go back into the midfield. Now, it is going to try to float the other way. They do only have 3. I don't know what happened to Not James. He was in the server not too long ago, but maybe some technical issues. I'm not sure. I'm just here to watch it along you side, but it's going to go high. And is it going to go in? No. It's going to get picked up by Cantu, but Plymouth almost get a great opportunity, but the 2 stuns come out. So it is going to go back, but not fully out. It's going to hit off the shield. So we'll get picked up by 7-Eleven Destroyer. Going back the other way. Bounce shot. Oh, that was dirty. Oh, what a shot. You hate to see it, but you love to see it, as that is going to go back into the goal. But wow, what a play. All right. So we are going to get started. Request looking to come back. Well, Not James is not here. I don't know who James is if he's not James. Anyway, it is going to get picked up by 7-Eleven Destroyer, juking on the wall there. Going to get stunned those for his efforts, but he's going to get the clear far enough, as it is going to get picked up, but shot downfield, but really not all that far at all. That slap's going to be better by Plymouth Rocks. That's not in, but it almost is. It is going down. Going over. Who's picking it up? It is going to be Yanamori. Bouncing high, but not out. This 3v4 is looking good so far. Gaming Tim walking in, going for the cross pass, but not finding its mark. Instead, it's going to go low and get picked up by I Can Too. I Can Too. I Can Too. I don't know. That's a funny name. I Can Too. I like it. Torre Driver, though, the team captain, will be picking it up, walking downfield, waiting for an option. Going high, I Can Too, long 3, but no, that's not going to be in. Maybe a bounce shot if it didn't hit the Geo, but that pesky Geo is always in the way. Yeah, unfortunate. But sheesh, yeah, what a shot, Brick. The 3v4 okay, mixed gaming. And Agent Victoria. I don't know what we're playing with. They certainly do. They certainly are a good player, but we are going to have Not James join back, so it is going to be a 4v4 now. Not they needed it to get the first 3, but it certainly will be easier. Maybe a long 3 right here. That's a good shot, but that just barely misses the net as it is going to bounce back out of the bubble and back into the midfield, but it will be in the hands of Plymouth. Plymouth walking in low, looking for the pass, walking in, walking up, and what a save by Icantu, who's going to just bring it back the other way, full clear. The stack's going through, maybe not, because it is picked up on the backline by Gaming Tim. Passed upfield, but not finding its mark. Instead, it's going to get slapped low, but it will get picked up by 7-Eleven, but immediately gets slapped out. Oh my god, and not James. Scores 2 right as he joins. It's 5-0, Kadmon. Man, what a game. Hello, Kit, and hello, Agent Victoria. Yeah, Kadmon got this. I certainly do agree. It is looking not very good for Request right now. But Request does have a doubleheader, so they're at least going to find at least one win here today, I hope. And although last time these two teams did play, it was 31-0 to Kadmon's favor. So it looks like that's going to maybe not change too much, as that game was only yesterday. But never say never. Or not yesterday, last week. Never say never, as Tai Chi is going to go back and not get the reset pass off, though. Instead, it's going to go turnover to Kadmon, who's going to slap it downfield, but maybe too quickly. I would love to see them kind of thinking a little bit more, as it is going to go high, very high, and eventually into the hands of Plymouth, who's going to clear it downfield. That's a bounce clear. Again, not the clear they wanted. You know, these teams really just need to take another second, but that's a long shot. But it's not going to find the back of the net, but it will be. Plymouth there to recover, extending their lead to 7. Wow. Well, what an absolute dominant game from Kadmon so far. You just don't really want to see it. You know, you don't really want to see this absolute dominant game. But it just so happens that it is possession is pretty almost even. But it's just they're not finding the back of the net. They're not finding those clears. Neither team really is. Kadmon just barely finding those clears. Honestly, they should be really focusing on not hitting Geo as they do clear. But as I say that, they are going to have some offense. Request is, but it's not going to find its mark from the cross pass. Eventually, Tai Chi will pick it up. Tai Chi's going to walk in the bubble, going for the shot as opposed to the pass. Maybe a cut, but a little bit too in advance, as it is going to bounce back to the backline player. But that's going to be all the way downfield. The stacks for Request, though, are coming through, and they are going to gain possession first, as it is going to go across the side. Now, it will get picked up. No, not going to get picked up. Instead, it's going to go high in the hands of Plymouth Rocks. And it is going to go across the field, but not finding its mark. Instead, it's going to bounce around. Eventually, it will get picked up by Plymouth. Like I've said his name a lot now. Now, it will go across. But no, that's fair. That's fair, Victoria. Ping is certainly an issue. I know I usually play on 250 ping. And it's less fun than playing on 50. So that certainly is fair to say. But that pass will be good. Definitely a challenge there for Request, as this is a Australian server. So you are correct on that assumption. But Plymouth is looking to put 2 more on the board. He doesn't care that it's only 7 points up. Here we go. Imagine playing a 250 ping. Yeah, no kidding, right? But that's going to be a shot. Plymouth getting the job done. 9-0. Kadmon looking crispy. But here we go. Still 3.5 minutes left on the clock. And just because they didn't score any goals last time doesn't mean they'll score nothing this time. I expect good things from Kadmon. And, from Request. Kadmon's doing well. And I want them to score some points. Maybe they're not going to win the match. I don't know. I don't really mind. I don't really care. I don't have a favorite. But I do want them to get some points on the board. But Kadmon won none of that. That pass isn't going to connect. Unfortunately, it's going to bounce out of the bubble. It will actually get picked up by Tori. Does Tori get the clear? Yes, they do. I assume Tori is a she, but I don't know. It is going to bounce high, but not out. Unfavorable bounce there. But maybe a favorable going into the hands of Yanni Mori. Now for the cross pass. The cross pass to Tai Chi. Long 3, but the goalie's in net. 7-11 destroyer. What a play, as it is going to go back the other way. But Plymouth is going to get stunned by the drive-by, by the Dusty, I believe, as you guys call it. I say drive-by. That sounds a little bit more brutal, I guess. But Tori going for the shot. And Gaming Tim not able to get the clear, as opposed to he's going to get stunned mid-throw. But it's going to go right back, as Plymouth does pick it up and clear it all the way downfield. Dusty as Agent Victoria. I love it. But RuneQuest probably needs to have more experience playing than other RC players to get better practicing. Yeah, probably. I mean, honestly, they probably could just face like against EU teams, no? I mean, for the ping, I know my team as an NA team plays against EU teams for just like playing in advance as opposed to waiting for them to like do stuff. Maybe that's stupid, but I don't know. That's what we do. It's gonna get picked up by 7-Eleven Destroyer now, and they're gonna go back. That's the iconic. You got it. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I'd love to know the story behind that, if there is a story behind it, other than just Dusty is fun to say. Is there a player named Dusty? I hope so. Forever ingrained in this community, but it's not going to get picked up by 7-Eleven. It's going to get stunned. Back and forth gameplay here. You know, with a minute and a half remaining, it's still anyone's game, but as I say that, Gaming Tim puts 2 more in, and that kind of takes that away. Oh man, what a great game from Kadmon. Request, yeah, I think they just need to put the hours in, man. They just need to get those practice time. You know, I'm excited to see what they can do, though. All these teams are just the beginning for VRML in the OCE region and VRML in general, but Kadmon gets it done. 7-Eleven Destroyer, 14 points on the board. Wow. Wow. Called Dustin Martin, who has a signature fend-off, is known as the Dusty. Yo, that's so cool. All right, I will put that in my notes and share that to the world of VRML, because I think that's super cool. But thanks for that. I really do appreciate knowing the, I guess, etymology of the word. But it's going to pass upfield now. Request looking good. Maybe not finding their third pass. That's so unfortunate as the net is open. But maybe they get there in time. It's one-on-one, and they do it. They do it. They do it. They have 2 points on the board. Oh my goodness, that's what you want to see with just barely a little time remaining in round 1. But that they broke the shutout of Kadmon for over a game, as these two teams did play before, but the score was 31-0 on the side of Kadmon. So Request hasn't scored a goal in a week, which sounds like a lot, but this has only been their second game. But that is going to be round 1 going to Kadmon, 14-2. Maybe not the biggest comeback in the world, okay, just 2 points. But, man, you know what? That's so big for morale. At least I know if that was my team. You know, 14-2 versus 14-0. 2 points means you got there. And most importantly, 2 points was at the end of the game, which means that they'll have momentum coming into the next one. Request is getting slapped. I'm not going to lie to you, Condi. I 100% agree. Request is not, winning this match. At least currently. Who knows? Round 2 might be different. But it's not about that. It's about the improvement. It's about, getting better. Request is the lowest ranked team in OC. Okay? You know what? Don't expect great things. Kadmon's ranked 17th, which doesn't sound like a huge difference, but in OC, that's a huge difference. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I'm huge shout out to Request for getting those 2 points. As last time these two teams did meet, Request didn't get anything on the board. So, I'm really excited to see what Request can do. They also have another match coming right after this against Sin Cybernetics, a higher ranked team. So, maybe not the best matchup for Request, but, I mean, what can you do? But Request, let's see if they can score more goals. I just want to see more goals on the board. I just want to see more plays. And they're very new and they're still learning. 100%. I 100% agree with you, Victoria. I'm excited to see what these teams can do. But this game is no rest for the wicked. We're going into round 2. Round 2 start. Here we go. It can be comeback. I certainly believe. But it is going to get picked up by Kadmon now. Headbutt all the way downfield. Not bouncing in, but certainly close. But that's going to be a dive. That's going to be a duck. And that's going to be a stun, as Tori does pick up the disc right from the hands of Kadmon. It's going to get cleared all the way the other way. Oh, my minimap died. There you go. But the stacks aren't going to come through, actually. They will. It's an open 3. Do they hit those? They do! What a play! Request takes the early lead, 3-0! This is what we wanted to see. Oh my goodness. Request getting some momentum going, and they don't have the just advantage. Instead, Kadmon does for the first time in a long time, as they're going to walk it upfield. Go for the low pass, but that's not going to quite find its mark. It's going to bounce all the way into the hands of Tori. Tori gets stolen, though. 7-Eleven, or Plymouth immediately gets stunned in the face, though. Tori, downfield. But the backline player is there, 7-Eleven, as it is going to walk upfield. Bounce shot? No. But it is going to get picked up and tried to slap in by Kadmon, but no. As it's going to go high. But not into anyone's hands. I thought Kadmon was going to pick it up. Eventually they will, into the hands of 7-Eleven. But it is just going to be walked in this bubble, though. But great stuns from Request. Request are feeling good, as they are having lots more possession. But it's going to go back down the other way, going low. Passing up, passing to the shoulder area. That's what that geo is called, up here. But it is going to go across and into the hands of Plymouth. Just biding their time, waiting for the numbers advantage maybe. But that shot is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Long shot, 8 meters out, upper pocket. What a play. Come on, let go way too much, lol. Maybe. I don't know. Condi, come on, Kadmon, do your best. You got this, not James. Heck yeah, dude. Can't say that with 150 ping. Certainly can't. But certainly can try. As it is going to go into the hands of Tai Chi. Ooh, but that gets stolen immediately by 7-Eleven, who has a one-on-one. These stuns are not coming through. Zoopty. But he gets the stun through, just barely missing the net. What great defense. But it is a tie game. 0-0, 7.5 minutes on the clock. So it's still Kadmon's game to lose. He's going to get slapped upfield, though. All the way upfield. But the stacks aren't quite there yet. Not quite finding it quick enough. But it's going to go the other way. Gaming Tim bouncing it high. Passing it high to 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven upfield. But they were trying to... I guess not James was trying to stay on the Geo there. Called Pac-Man. As opposed to just going for the picking up the pass. Which is understandable sometimes. But I certainly would have hopped off the Geo. But eventually he did recover. He's going to go across to Yanamori. But Yanamori's going to clear it out. Through the midfield. Through that hard-to-read bounce. Whenever I see bounces like that, I always think they're intentional, as they should be, because you should always want to clear that way, especially if there's a midfield player. It's much harder for them to read, so make sure you do clear that way if you're not already. Pro tip. Although I'm certainly no pro, but that certainly was a heck of a relay, as Plymouth throws 3 more points in the neck. 6-3 Kadmon. Wow. Good stuns indeed from both these teams, but man, absolute great play. It is Kadmon turning on after those first 3, but 18 meters a second, yeah, it was an absolute bullet. Wonderful relay play, but that is not going to help them as they do find another 3 points. Not James, extending their lead to 6. All right, I'm going to redeem myself a hydrate. 1 sec. Alrighty. Here we go. Can they get it out of their zone? They're going to try. That was a lot better, but not finding the hands of their teammates. It will bounce high, though, and they can do it. Hydration, I 100% agree. It is the bestest. But 7-Eleven going the other way, not finding its mark, though. Instead, it's going to get picked up eventually by 7-Eleven. So a bit of a self-pass. You know what? Intentional self-pass. That's what you tell yourself. But it is going to be a 2-on-1. Going for a bit of a dribble. So definitely a great play idea, high-level play from Kadmon. But they're not going to get it out. Not James walking in. Shot saved by Cantu. And he certainly can too. It is going to go all the way back downfield. But the stacks aren't coming through. Instead, it will eventually get picked up by 7-Eleven. It's walking the other way. Dipsy doodling around 1. But not around 2. But that pass will still come through for Plymouth. Now it's a 2-on-1. Low pass, but not finding its mark. You certainly did want to hit the mark there. As it is going to get in by not James. But he's going to get stunned. So it's going to get cleared by Tai Chi. Practicing patience as it is going to go all the way back into the midfield. But Gaving Tim on the back line is absolutely doing amazing. As it is just not going to get out. It's really hard unless it's a weird bounce shot. Bounce clear. And that's why you do it. There's another bounce clear. That's not all the way down. Downfield enough. But it is going to get picked up. Once again, Gaming Tim on this back line. He's everywhere. Request does not want him to be. Reading those bounce clears and reading those passes. It's going to float right back the other way. That's not a long 3 as it is going to bounce off the shield. But that's going to be a walking in. That's going to be a zip-de-doodly. And it's going to be a post in. And 2 more points on the board for Kadmon. We are also going to have a special guest here, as we are going to have Kit Catastrophe join us here for the last few minutes. How's it going, Kit?
It is going great. I'm just going to load into the game real quick. Of course, it crashes as soon as I load in.
That is all right. It wouldn't be any other way, as the slap is going to go back downfield. But it is going to go into the hands once again of Kadmon. Plymouth will be there looking for the cross pass. It's a 3-person defense, and it's good, as it is going to go low, and it is going to get picked up by Yanamori, who is going to finally clear it downfield. They're going to go for clear and boost, which doesn't work well with ping, says Agent Victoria. Yeah, that's a good point. I never even thought about the ping part for the clear and boost, but that's going to be a 3. They don't hit the back, though. They don't hit the net. That's unfortunate if you are cheering for Kadmon, but they already have 11 points. I mean, why do they need more? Request, though, has a moment opportunity here to come back the other way, but now it's going to be 7-11. 7-11 walking it in, looking for the cross pass, looking for the cut pass. He doesn't need it. Going in for the windmill, but it's not going to be good enough. It's going to bounce high, though, high in the bubble and high into the hands of nobody, as it is going to bounce right back down. Really, really even match here with the last couple minutes, and that's going to get cleared out into midfield.
It is picked up by Not James there. Not James with it. Going to move forward. Looking for that pass down there. And it is a great one at that. 7-11 going to walk it into the bubble. But it is going to get stolen. There it is. Cleared the whole way down. It is bouncing loose. And it's going to look really close to that goal. It doesn't quite go in. But it is picked up by Request here. The goal semi-open. And another ding there. An unfortunate thing there. And Not James is going to pick it up and clear it out.
All the way back downfield, though, that's still not picked up by either team. Unfortunate the backline player wasn't able to read that, but sometimes those side-bound shots are really hard to read on the wall. But that stun's going to come through, and that's easy to read as Tori picks it up, tosses it the other way. But these stacks, we have a real stack race on our hands, and that's going to get picked up. Oh my goodness, can they get their first request? No, they do get there, but they're not going to get the shot. Bounce shot instead, but not finding the back then. That's going to bounce off the shield into the hands of Taiki. Saved by Gaming Tim, though, and cleared back into the midfield.
It is going to go back into that midfield now, and it is loose in the area there near the bubble in that wing area, and it is going to be 7-11, going to bait out that defender and put it in for another 2 points. They are up by 10.
Yeah, I mean, Kadmon's looking good. 10 points, minute and a half. It is possible. Request can score 4 goals. No, it's technically possible. They have like 10 seconds to score. But you know what? I don't care about that. It's not looking good for them anyway. I want to see some more points on the board for Request coming into this next match. So let's see if they can do that. Who's going to get picked up by 7-11? Who's going to get immediately pressured? And no, it's going to go back down the other way. All the way down the other way into the hands of ICANN2.
It is bouncing loose in that midfield once again, and it looks like it will be Kadmon there first. All 4 players converging on that disc. A great stun there, a great steal. Looking for that clear downfield. It is going to bounce all the way down. It will be loose there. The stack from Kadmon back, but a stack from Request following suit. It is bouncing in that midfield now. Looking to pick it up is Request. Request now with that disc. Yamori looking for a pass across there. It is a great one at that. With 23 seconds left, they are going to hang on to that disc a bit. They do have quite good control over that disc, but as I say that, a missed pass there. Good old caster's curse. And it is going to be still in the hands of Request here. Looking for that pass across. Not quite able to connect. It is loose. And it will be a race to get to that disc first. It looked like it will be Gaming Tim there first. And it will be the end of the round there.
That is going to be it. 13-3. Round 2. Man, I'm just happy that Request scored a couple goals. That just is what we wanted to see from them. But unfortunate, not that we weren't able to get any more. Some dings, but man, definitely a good game coming from both teams.
Definitely a great game at that. I caught a little bit at the end there, and definitely a great play from both sides. It was a great game, and definitely Request improving from the start of the season, and we are seeing them start to get better. They definitely are a new team, and of course that ping advantage definitely doesn't help. Ping sucks. It really does suck. So kudos to the Japan teams for sticking with it and putting up with the high ping.
It certainly is. Huge shout out to them. But that is it for this first game, Request against Kadmon. Looks like in typical OC fashion, they might set up for round 3 here, or just a rematch. I don't know. Regardless, we're not casting it, unfortunately, as per the... it's not a game, so we can't do it. But Request is going to play against the ever so deadly Synth Cybernetics at 9 p.m. Nope, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. OCE time, 8 a.m. Eastern, and 5 a.m. Pacific, and noon British time. So join us there in 20 minutes. Thanks for joining us, Kit, there on the last bit. We always love having you. But I've been your host, Luke, with Kit, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
And we're underway.
Season 3 of VR Master League Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Rebuff Reality, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.